Poland is not very popular for Kazakhstanis. How did you manage to find out about Poland?
Okay, actually, my experience coming to Poland is like very random because at first I never thought that, okay, I'm going to study here in Poland or somewhere else. But I used to study in university in Kazakhstan, and we had exchange program. They sent people to Poland. And then I thought like, okay, maybe it's like nice. I can try Poland for like 6 months and I'm going to like choose it. It will be like short trip. And then I came to Poland in Poznan, and I loved it so much. Like I never experienced that in Poznan. I will get this like so cool experience, but I get this like so nice experience, and that's why I'm here. And it's my second year in Poznan, overall in Poland.
And do you think that the process was easy or hard from Kazakhstan to Poland?
Actually, it was very complicated. First time when I needed to give my documents to international like office in my university in Kazakhstan, I didn't know about deadlines, and I already like thought that it's like closed and I cannot give my documents. But then one teacher said like, oh, like I heard that you're going to Poland. Like, are you? And I said like, okay. I don't know because I think like deadlines are like already closed and I cannot go. And she said like, no, but tomorrow is like the last day. And I thought like, okay, so it's my sign that I need to give my documents. And already at that time I had my motivational letters, recommendation letters and everything with myself. And it was quite easy just to attach those documents. But the process overall was like complicated.
And you did it all by yourself?
Yes, all by myself. Because I don't have like any person who could like help me and so on.
And what was the hardest thing about this application?
I think to have connection with this university UIM, because how I said before, I had like 2 days or like 3 days to give my documents, and at that day I didn't know like what documents and what else I need to like give. I had like basic package like motivational letter, recommendation letter, and so on, but I didn't know like what else I need, and it was like hard to write this email to their Gmail. I don't know how it calls, like
mail address.
Mail address, yes, and it was like complicated to have this connection with them. And also after that, visa procession, it was like quite complicated because you know for coming to Poland we need visa, and sometimes it's like very complicated because we have literally 10 or 15 documents that we need to show, and it's like too much because I never deal with those type of problem in my life, and I was like 18 at that time, and I was like quite confused what I need to do. But I was like all the time finding people who were like living in Poland or who had like experience in Poland, and I was like writing 10 or 15 people at the same time, you know.
And how much do you think a student from Kazakhstan needs in order to start in Poland?
I would say that Poland is more or less cheaper than other countries in Europe, but still, if you're like moving to Poland, you need to have money for the tickets, because if you're flying from Kazakhstan, tickets are like so much expensive, like really so expensive. It costs like $300, I think, as the minimum for one side, and you need to like have $1,000, I guess, just for flights. And after that, you need to have like for rent money, and it's also like for months 1,000, and also like to eat something and to travel, or also for like a bus, like for communication.
So a student from Kazakhstan needs minimum $3,000
I would say like for 1 month, like 2,000.
for everything, starting from
No,
Kazakhstan.
like for everything, because if you want like travel, because I guess like if you're Erasmus student, you want to like travel because like everyone is like traveling and so on, and you need just money to travel, to eat, to see new places in Poznan. But if you don't have like much money, I guess like okay, so $300 or 400 zlotys for like a very cheap. I don't know, like for a very cheap life, I would say it's enough. Like not counting money for like tickets and so on. Because if you want to like live here for 6 months and like to fly to your home, to travel around to Europe, you need like basic I don't know, like you just need a lot of money for that.
How can students survive here? Can they work on Uber or some other jobs?
I think it's not legal to work because if you have student a visa, you cannot work, but still you have like work opportunity online because
You mean Erasmus cannot work?
yes, Erasmus people cannot work because if you're from Kazakhstan, for example, you have different type of visa. You don't have national D type of visa. You have for short exchange program visa. It's like very different, and you cannot work with that.
And you've been here for 2 years. How
Yes.
did you change that from 6 months on Erasmus to
Okay. So it was
have more years?
yeah, so it was a very also random story. I don't know how it's like so random when it comes to Poland because how I said before, at first I studied on Erasmus, which was like just 6 years of experience, and after that I loved Poznan and Poland overall so much, and in my university in Kazakhstan, we have a double diploma degree program, which means that we study at the same time in Kazakhstan and in Poland. So I said like, okay, maybe I have to choose this program. But at the same time, I was a little bit not sure because we have to pay for this program. And each month of studying here costs around 700 zloty, which is like also quite expensive, I would say, because you have to pay for 2 years and each month you have to pay this money. And then after that, I was like, okay, maybe it's like not for me because I need to like pay for that. And then I had funny story here that I was like in tram, I was talking with my friend in Kazakh language, and behind me was sitting one woman and she was speaking also Kazakh, and she asked me like, hello, sorry, I like she said in Kazakh, like, I heard that you're speaking Kazakh, can you help me to buy this ticket? And then I said like, okay, and I helped her to buy the tickets in Yaktayada. And then she said like, from which city are you? And then I said like, from Almaty. And she said like, oh, okay, me too. And I said like, oh, really? And she said like, you know what, I came to Poland because we have business trip here, and I'm a teacher of IAT University, and I was very shocked because it is my university, and she was the teacher from my university, which was like very crazy. Like imagine I was going to my campus to Moraska from city side, and I was like taking my tram 16, and at that moment I meet my teacher who I didn't know, and then she said like, oh, okay, I'm like teacher of this university. And then I was like talking overall about Poland, Poznan, and I told her also like about this program that, oh, we have this double diploma program. And she said like, oh, you have to apply, you know, like it doesn't matter that it costs money, but you just need to apply for that. And after like this small talk, I started like questioning myself, like, should I like really apply to this program, for which I have to pay. And then after that, I talked with my friends and also to my mom, and she like everyone said like, okay, maybe you just need to like apply to this program because you like Poznan and your university, Adam Mickiewicz, so much. And I said like to myself, okay, so maybe I can try this program. But which is random, this decision came from this teacher who I just met randomly in the tram.
Yeah, so you think it's randomly, but someone would say that it's faith.
Yes, I say to everyone like this, and my mom even says like that, and it's like very crazy because at that day I was just like talking to my friend, and I just met this woman who I just helped to buy these tickets, and she helped me to change the decision, and I'm very happy that I'm here and I listened to her.
Exactly, because they say everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And Poland is not a popular country for Kazakhstanis. They go to China, I think, or Russia also.
I guess it depends because for Erasmus people, it's very, very popular direction, Poland. Because, for example, now I study like as a full-time student because I have classes in Polish. But I see overall a lot of students from Kazakhstan, and I think we have good connection between Poland and Kazakhstan, between our universities as exchange students. So I guess in Poznan, there are a lot of like exchange students from Kazakhstan. So for Erasmus type of programs, it's very popular.
So you came as Erasmus, then you changed your status to full-time student.
Yes.
So you applied for Karta Pobytu, right?
No. I don't have Karta Pobytu. I have just visa, national D type of visa.
You cannot work on national D visa?
We can work, yes.
So it's different than the first one that you got.
Yes, because first one was different because it's only for Erasmus or like short-term exchange students, and this is like for full-time students.
And what was the most shocking thing for you in Poland when you came here?
So my answer is like very basic, that in Poland, I don't know, like overall in Europe, in Poland, on Sundays, on weekends, everything is closed, like shops. Because in Kazakhstan, it's completely different, because when we have weekends, everyone is at home and they want to go to shopping to buy something. And here it's like so opposite, you know? Everyone is like resting, chilling at their homes, or they're like walking in parks here on weekends. And in Kazakhstan, it's like different. They just go to shopping and everything is like open.
At 18 years old in Kazakhstan, what kind of expectations you had about Poland?
Actually, I had, when I was coming, I had no expectation, because I thought like, okay, it will be how it will be, because, you know, like I didn't want to expect something like, wow, it will be cool. But overall, I read a lot about Poland, and before I knew overall a lot about Poland. But my expectations and reality was like different, because the reality was like much better, like 100 times better. So
that's the good kind of surprise.
yes,
Yeah.
it was very good surprise. Even my mom and like my dad said like, oh my God, why you love like Poland so much? Because in this summer when I was in vacation at my home, I was like all the time telling my mom like, oh, like next month I'm already like going to Poland and so on. And she was like, okay, why you're like so excited? Because you're not going to see us like for a whole year. And I said like, okay, but I miss Poland. So that's why I'm like so excited.
Exactly, Poland has some kind of charm that
Yes.
always keeps you here.
It kind of feels as a home. I don't know. It's like so cozy, and I love just being here.
After some time, it's yeah, especially when you make friends.
Yes.
And you experience life here, you kind of want to be here always.
Yes, because I think I have even more friends here in Poznan than in Almaty, in Kazakhstan, because I'm like, I don't know how it is, but I have like here 5 times more friends.
Wow. And how do you go about making friends here?
It's all the time different, because I also meet my friends very randomly, because I have my close friend and I met her in the elevator of the dormitory, and that's how we become close friends. And with some people I just met through friends, or like in some events, or even like at street I was like doing interview and I just like became kind of friends, we like started talking. And I don't know, I'm like quite open person, so that's why I guess I have a lot of friends.
Speaking of interviews, I've seen some of your interviews.
Yeah.
I think they are super funny. But you also do UGC. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, this last year I started being more professional on my Instagram, and after the time I started like making aesthetic type of content, and after that brands just started writing me, and I was very surprised, I was very shocked, but I thought like that's so cool, because it was like dream of my life to make some type of videos like that, and it came true.
It's really good. So you came from Kazakhstan to Poland, then everything suddenly works out for you.
Yes, and I was very shocked, because, you know, like I'm a foreigner in this country, and I was like, okay, my first like goal is just to study, but somehow I started like being as a small influencer on Instagram, on TikTok, and after that making like content like that, and it's like a very good surprise for me.
Exactly. And do you think there is a huge community of Kazakh here?
Yes. For example, we have the group. It calls Kazakh people in Poland in Telegram and in WhatsApp, and there are like a lot of students and also like older people, also like working people, and I guess here a lot of people. Maybe even more in Warsaw than in Poznań. So in Warsaw, I guess.
So do you use this group to meet other Kazakh?
I don't use this group to meet other Kazakhs, but most of the time I write like questions when I have like problems with something like documents or something like that. I all the time text there, and someone all the time replies, and it's very good group to just chat, to have some connections. Yes.
But most of your friends are international.
I guess so, yes. I guess most of my friends are from Erasmus or exchange programs because now I study, like also how I said before, full time, but I still have a lot of friends from exchange, like from Erasmus programs, because I go to some like events or I have like common friends with them, or even in this dormitory, I met with those new people who came to Erasmus, and we're just friends.
Yeah, amazing. And there is a big, let's say, stereotype about Polish people that they are racist. Have you ever experienced such thing, or it's?
I never like experienced something like that, but I have heard also like that. I think it depends because sometimes you might be lucky and you don't meet them. But I think like in every country there are those type of people who don't like other people from foreign countries. And but in my personal experience, I never met someone like that, and I hope that I will not meet.
So you think that Poland is safe?
Poland is very safe, yes. I would say that it's one of the safest countries in Europe. And I just feel very safe when I walk even at night, because sometimes I meet with my friends and then I came back to my dormitory or my home around midnight, and I feel very safe just like walking even in this area.
Wow.
Yes, so it is safe.
In comparison to Kazakhstan.
In Kazakhstan also, by the way, it's very, very safe, because a lot of people have stereotype that, oh, in Kazakhstan it's like very dangerous. But no, Kazakhstan is, I think, the same by safety as Poland.
Really?
Because I feel also like so safe when I walk at night or like in the evening. And people are like very open and like very polite in Kazakhstan. And I don't think that even if you're like foreigner and if you'll come to, for example, to Kazakhstan, you're not going to see like any problem. Everything will be good. Everyone will be like so open and like you will be welcomed.
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe
Yes.
one day I will visit
Yeah,
Kazakhstan
you have
for
to.
sure. I have friends from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure I will plan the trip.
Yes, it's very beautiful in Kazakhstan. We have a lot of mountains, and it's a very interesting country because it's.
What's the most special thing about Kazakhstan that you cannot find in Poland?
So I want to say one interesting fact about my city where I live. My city calls Almaty, and Alma it is apple in our language, in Kazakh language, and it calls like city of the apple. And this city is just like it has like records of apples because we have apple trees everywhere, and we have some paintings on walls related to apple, and it's very interesting to read the story about this apple. So if you're going to, for example, visit Almaty, you're going to be fan of apple, I guess.
I mean, I like apples, so.
Yes, so you have to visit. And we have beautiful mountains. I think like everyone who I met in Poland, they say like, oh, you have so beautiful mountains. I want to visit Kazakhstan. And I say like, yes, you have to.
And how do you compare your life in Poland to the one in Kazakhstan?
So in Kazakhstan, I live with my parents and with my family, and here I live alone. But at the same time, I feel I miss them, but I feel comfortable because here I take care of myself always. And when I'm in Kazakhstan, all the time, like my mom cooks for me and so on, and like everyone is like saying like, oh, you're so late, like why you're not at home? And they'll be like, oh, dinner is like waiting for you. And here like it's not comfortable, of course, that I have to do everything by myself because I don't have
life.
Yes, I don't have like anyone who could help me, who could like prepare some meals when I'm sick. But so I have difference from this side.
Do you plan to stay longer in Poland?
I would like to try other countries as well, but I love Poland so much. And recently I started like thinking, should I stay in Poland for a longer time? But then I thought like, okay, I will see, but maybe anyway, better to try another country to have like different experience. And maybe in future when like I will be older in like 10, 15 years, I can come back to Poland.
What's one thing you wish you knew before coming to Poland?
It's it's very tough question because I think it's very interesting thing that I can say to myself that I have to be more like maybe random and like sociable, because when I just came to Poland, like first 2 weeks, I was like a little bit surprised, and I said like, okay, so now I'm alone, I have to be like careful and so on, and I was like not very open. And I would like to say to other Erasmus students, maybe, or like to another students who are coming to Poland, that you need to be yourself and open, and you need to like all the time meet with new people. You need to like see other cities as well. Like don't just study, also travel, meet new people, and like go to some exchange different events and programs, and it will be a very nice experience.
Mm. And you managed to speak Polish language.
Yes.
Can you give me some advices on that?
It was quite easy for me, I would say, because I'm a language tutor as well. I teach Kazakh, Russian, and English languages, and I know like some type of like some methods how you can learn language easier. And I will say for you like very basic advice, but practice more and be surrounded by people who speak Polish, or when you'll go to Żabko, just all the time try to more speak Polish and just practice it.
So apps like Duolingo
I don't think
work?
that it is helpful, because I never used in my life Duolingo more than 2 or 3 days, and I think that it's just the app, you know. It's not going to help you so much. The best thing that you can do is to learn every day maybe 10 words, and after that try to practice those 10 words that you learned yesterday with people, and in 1 month you'll see the result.
So you are of the opinion that someone needs to learn the basic words in Polish, because there are these called vocabulary lists. They sell on the internet. It has like 2,000 words. They say if you learn 2,000 words of language, you already speak 80%.
I think that's not true, of course.
Why? Like you learn 2,000 of the most used words.
I think sometimes you don't need to believe to everything that you see on internet. So just try to, you know, like every day choose some category of like some words, for example, food or like transport, and just learn it. And after that, just practice it for few days or like few weeks, because if you'll be practicing it like only for 1 day, you will forget like next day. So just like practice it regularly, and try to also be surrounded in by Polish media, maybe. For example, if you're like watching TikTok, you need to like watch also more Polish TikToks or like Polish memes and Polish videos, and that's how you will become like little by little fluent in this.
Do you think speaking Polish helped you integrate more with Polish people?
Yes, I guess for sure, because I think it's first reason that it's very respectful when you speak the language of the country. If you're like in Poland now, please learn Polish, and it's like very good even for yourself, because it will be one plus language just that you know. And I think if you know Polish, it will be easier to make friends, and it will be easier just to live here, to socialize, you know, to go to different events, and even to do some sport. Because if you have like a group sport of like yoga or something, you can go there, and there are always like tutors will be speaking in Polish. So, you know, like if you want to go anywhere, just need to like know Polish.
Yeah, so you need to force yourself.
You need to force, but in good way, you know, like yes, I wouldn't call it force. I would say that it's like more being, I don't know how
I
to say.
think you need to put yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Yes, uncomfortable situations, it's like the first thing, and you just need to be friendly with this language. And after that, if you have like positive mindset about learning language, you will learn. It's like a 100% thing.
And do you think that in 2026, Poland is still a good destination for Kazakhstanis?
I guess so, but it depends on your goal. If you're like exchange student or you're just a student, I guess it's like very nice, because education here, I would say that it's very, very good.
In comparison to Kazakhstan, is better?
I think it depends, because I studied also in Kazakhstan, and I have also experience there. And in Kazakhstan, I think I had more practice, because when I was like in first year of studying in Kazakhstan, we already had like shooting programs. We were like visiting some TV channels, and we were like recording some interviews. And here, I don't really have in first year.
Thank you so much. So this is the end of the video. It was very good talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.